Hey man, it's your boy Hustle out here in the community, doing one thing at a time, man. And I'm at Club Level 88. Man, it's been an honor to be here, and I got one of the legends in Fayetteville right now. Who do I have with me?
GIBERT BAEZ, master of the Super Mix.
Yes, sir. Hey, man, I've been looking at you since high school. I know your son, you know what I'm saying? I went to school with him, great guy. And I just wanted to ask 5 quick questions. What got you into doing media and journalism, sir?
Well, it actually started in church. You know, when I was young, I'm from Philadelphia, and my father used to take us to the Emmanuel Baptist Institute, and every Sunday, I would sit right on the front pew with the guy who was broadcasting the service. And he had headphones, he had a control board and everything, and I was just excited about that. And I said, you know, I think I can do it. So if you can see it, you can believe it. And that's what started it.
Yes, sir. Hey, don't give up on your dreams. He said he sat right there in front of the pew and watched a man for years do what he do, and that's what charged him to do so. Let me ask you this too, my second question. What do you do for the media here in Fayetteville? How do you feel like you give back to the people that watch you?
Well, I mean, you know, being a journalist, I ask questions of a lot of people. I've interviewed presidents, I've interviewed the mayor, I've interviewed a lot of people. I've also interviewed a lot of people who lost someone, you know, in some type of crime or something like that. So it's up to me to sort through everything that's going on and find out what the truth is. And so that's my give back to the community. You know, I've been on television now for almost 40 years, on the radio almost 50, because I started back in 1973 at WDCB in Carlisle, Pennsylvania. But I've been on D103 FM. I've been on just about a lot of stations all over the city, and it's just a great opportunity to be involved in what I'm doing. I did radio and television, 17 years on Channel 5, 17 years on WREL, 17 years on WTBD, and so this is what I do. My degree is in English with special emphasis in radio and television broadcasting. So I'm a journalist, and I get a thrill out of finding out what went on and then compressing it so that people at home can understand it in a very short period of time.
Yes, sir. So do you think going to school is the greater way of understanding what media should be?
Well, you know, I think I wrote a song called The Ultimate Test, and part of it says your education, it is the key. It makes a difference about the person in life you'll be. Get as much education as you can. You know, I regret didn't get my master's and to get my PhD, but I've done a lot in my lifetime to have the equivalent of education. I just don't have it on paper. I've got 2 daughters who are doctors, and one who's a respiratory therapist, and so we've always emphasized education in our family. So I would encourage everyone to figure out what it is they want to do. And for me, like I'm playing this club tonight, I'll be on the radio tomorrow morning. I get up at 3 o'clock, and I'll be on the radio at 6 tomorrow morning. So you got to love what you do. Yes, and as long as you love what you do, it's not going to be a big deal.
Hey, man, look, don't force anything. If you ain't feeling it, you know what I'm saying, leave it alone for a little while. But Mr. GIBERT BAEZ has been out here blessing us with his talents and the ways that he do things, man. And I just wanted to say, who was that person that gave you the battery in your back to keep you pushing forward?
Well, of course, my father, first of all. My father raised 5 boys by himself in Philadelphia. And by any sociological standard, I'm supposed to be on drugs, in jail, or dead, but I'm not, because I had a great role model in my father, had a great role model in my Uncle John. So you find those mentors out there and you emulate what they do. And so, you know, I was encouraged to go to college. I was encouraged to get in ROTC. You see, I'm an Army Ranger, so I was stationed in the military. When that stuff happens like it does, you know, you just keep moving, and then you always remember the words of those people who encourage you.
Yes, sir. Hey, man, I wanted to say, if you can give a kid that's going into media and journalism, what would be something that you would say to them?
Well, first of all, my degree is in English, so you got to know what you're talking about. That's the first part. So get the basics of broadcasting. But media has changed since I started back in 1973. Look, we're talking on a little camera right here on a little stick. You know, so the technology is just fantastic right now. So you don't have to have a big camera on your shoulder. You just have to have a big camera in your heart and have a sense, just like what you're doing. You know, and then make stuff happen and just put it out there. Look at how many rappers have made it because they put something out on the internet. So the whole distribution has changed, and the same thing is true with what you're doing. You don't have to be on Channel 5 to give a report.
Yes, sir. Hey, look. He giving us a sauce, man. You ain't got to be in the big newsrooms. You know what I'm saying? Grab your camera and the mic. You know what I'm saying? I understand what people really want. and that's what he did and how he does it. Can you please tell the people where they can find you at, Mr. Gilbert?
Where they can what?
Where they can find you?
Well, yeah, I've got my Facebook page and my YouTube channel. It's Gilbert Baez. One thing people say, they ask me, what's your DJ name? Well, my DJ name is Gilbert Baez. My name has been Gilbert Baez all my life. And I tell people there's a difference between marketing and branding. I branded myself as Gilbert Baez. Anybody that I meet walks up to me and they say, hey, Gilbert Baez, they say my whole name because I train people to do that. I branded myself that way. So if all of a sudden I want to run for mayor, boom, I'm not DJ so-and-so. I put my name out there and people know me. So, I mean, that's my thing. You know, do what you got to do to brand yourself and then stay true to your brand, whatever it is.
Yes, sir. Hey, man, I just wanted to say you give me inspiration every day when I see you on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram. It helps me understand who I am because you go out there for the people, and I'm for the people. So just seeing you for years get out here grinding the ups and downs, covering a lot of stuff, and I feel that magic that you left out there on the streets for people like us.
Well, I had an opportunity when I covered the Gulf War and went overseas. I came back. A lot of news directors wanted me to go back to Philly, down to Miami, and I turned it all down to stay here. And so for me, it's about being a role model. Someone just like you came in the Cubs tonight, and we talked. You say, can I interview? Of course you can. You never forget where you came from. J. Cole, as big as he is, was a floor guard at the skating rink where I DJ'd for all those years. And he was in Canada, and someone asked him, what about DJ Gilbert Baez? He said, Gilbert Baez? Man, he's a legend. So Jay doesn't forget where you come from. And I think that's the main thing. Stay grounded with where you are and never forget your people. And so anytime anybody wants to talk to me or something like that, I'll be here. I'll be ready to go.
Yes, sir. Hey, I'm looking forward to coming on to your show, sir.
All right.
Yes, sir.
We'll make it happen.
Yes, sir. Hey, man, it's another great interview. It's another great episode from Hustle Man Podcast. Y'all have a great one.
All right, good luck.
Thank you, Mr. Gilbert.
On a butt, only got one like a leg, so I'm about to live it. Can I